That was Soul Pack, y'all. Make sure y'all go online, go check them out, thesoulpack.com. On social media, also check them out at Soul Pack. And yeah, man, no further ado, Mr. Chibbs, man, thank you for coming, you know what I'm saying, coming on, chop it up with me real quick, man. I really appreciate that, man.
It's a pleasure, man, and it's going well. You know, I started my practices here at Fish University down in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, and it's great, man. I got some freshmen that's playing well, and you know we're gonna see, but it's my show right now. You know, going to my third year, so I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm doing what I love to do, coaching these young men, and it's just a great feat for me to be a part of it at Fish University.
I'm happy that you're finally living your I mean, you've lived your dreams. You lived you've lived a life that a lot of individuals can't relate to. But with respects to basketball, and having that basketball mind, I'm glad that you get a chance to kind of share it with the younger generation. Get some stuff out and what I'm saying, and share that with the kids that's coming up.
Yeah, and that's what I plan on doing. You know, I'm trying to give back. You know, my high school coach, Jack Curran from Archbishop Malloy, is the best coach I ever played with. And he was big with just giving back. You know, he was a great baseball coach, probably even better baseball coach than basketball.
Right.
You know, made more wins at Archbishop Malloy High School in Queens, New York, where I'm from, Left Rack City. I love it. You know, that's my town. They love my mother, my brother. We all my family, man. They just took care of us there. So, you know, I always got to give back.
Right.
And that's the number one thing. I've been giving back for many years. I had the Kenny Anderson Classic out there in my hood. We had like 65 teams for 10, 11 years. It was awesome, man. I love it.
Right. Yeah, it's nothing like New York, man. Especially when you go away for a little bit, and you know what I'm saying, you still a New Yorker at heart. You never lose that. But before we get into too much into the question asking, I definitely want to I just hope everything is going well with you with respects to your health.
Yeah.
I want to know how you've been holding up during this whole pandemic, the global pandemic. You know what I'm saying, and how you've been able to kind of keep yourself going.
I keep myself going by these young men that I'm coaching. Number one, number two, my health. My health. I had this little scare 2 years ago. I've been taking my medicine and staying around the campus and seeing how I can improve their chances. Not just in basketball, but in life. And so that's what I'm about right now. And I'm around camp. I just stay around my little square.
Right.
And get it done. My daughter is a junior here also at Fish University. So it's just everything is going well. My son is he's a JUCO player, Kenny Anderson Jr. in Wyoming. He's doing great. So he wanted to go D1. So all you D1 schools out there, check out my son, man, Kenny Anderson Jr. He's a point guard. He sees the floor and all that. He don't got his father's handle and all that. That's tough to get.
Not too many people got that handle.
But I'm doing well, man. I thank God. Situation I'm in right now.
Nah, definitely salute, man. Definitely college coaches out there, man. If you get a chance to check them out, definitely check out Kenny Anderson Jr. Man on the come up.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, man, this live it was a little bit different than the first time we connected, and the first time we connected was in person, and we got a chance to kind of kick it and meet each other, and that was probably one of the biggest moments of my life.
Thank you.
In terms of me being this basketball aficionado and just trying to just knowing where. Just loving the game, just being a fan of the game, a student of the game, and and being from New York. It gets no better than meeting Kenny Anderson. Unless you 1A and 1B, if Kareem Abdul-Jabbar happened to come up on here,
he's great.
But definitely, so I wanted to definitely give you a chance to kind of get on here, man, and brag about yourself a little bit, man. Is your time to, I want to give you them flowers as much as possible, man. And I just want to, from a basketball standpoint, man, what was your strongest asset? Do you think? First being your strongest asset as a coach, and then what was your strongest asset as a player?
Well, as a player, I was quick. It started back in Archbishop Malloy High School, and I could shoot the ball very well, the mid-range game very well. And then I worked on, different things at the Lost Battalion Hall off Queens Boulevard. That's where I did my, a lot of practicing with Vincent Smith. I give him a lot of credit, man. He's my mentor. He really worked. We really worked hard, on my craft, and then in school also at Archbishop Malloy. So it was growing up in New York. It was a time when everybody was good with ball handling skills and going to the basket, but nobody in my era could shoot the ball extremely well. So I worked on that, and we didn't have all these things we can work with, now. We had to discover, or working out. And the broom, we used to hold the broom up for the high floater, stuff like that. I used to work on the high floater with the broom, backboard shots. We take 50, 100 backboard shots, then the floaters, 100, and then dribble with my left. I'm strong hand was left hand. So I used to just work on my right hand. And he knew I needed, to get better going to my right. So we worked on, for about a half hour of a practice, everything would go right. We would do everything right. And then we switch over. So, I was always in the gym, and I was always watching the game. I sit on my ball, watch the older guys play at the Lost Battalion Hall, so I love the game. And it was a way, it was going to get me and my mother a way out. And I understood that. And I concentrated on doing that.
How soon did you understand that? Like, this is a potential, ticket out of this hood. Vincent Smith, my mentor, he told me, he said, hey, you can get your mother, out of here if you work on these things. And he told me school was first. I got to go to a good school, and I got into Malloy. I took tests and all that, and I passed. It was a great day. I remember that day. I think I was going to the 8th grade in the summertime. I passed and get into Malloy. I took the exam. So you got to take the exam to get in Malloy. And I passed it. And after that, I did well, man. I did well in Malloy and went on. But he kind of told me, hey, you got a plan here. And I followed it out. The plan, I followed it out. And, it all worked out for me. Thank God. It could have went left. Right. It's went left for plenty of people, that came before you and after you.
Yeah, I stayed on the course, and I did what I had to do. I got it early. Man. I made the varsity as a freshman. I got it early.
And that was unheard of.
On the varsity team.
And that was unheard of, right? Because they didn't play freshmen.
Yeah, back then you couldn't make the varsity team. So I remember making the varsity team tryout. I went home. I was just so excited. And the coach brought me in his office. Jack Curran brought me in. He said, "You're not going to start." So I didn't care. I didn't care. I just made the varsity team. I was so excited. He said, "You're not going to start because we got a senior ahead of you, Greg Tracy, and he's looking for scholarships." And I said, "Oh, that's fine." So I played varsity. We had a great team. We won the city championship. I won the city championship as a freshman. We beat Talentine High School from the Bronx. It was just everything for basketball was just awesome for me.
Right. No, absolutely, man. Now, in terms of your strongest asset, as an actual head coach of a program, what do you think it is? Like, what would you say?
I'm dealing with my players. Communication level is strong, but I'm trying to learn, and I'm learning each year. This is my 3rd year, so about coaching, I played the game,
right?
But coaching is a whole different ball game, and with young men nowadays.
Right.
It's a blessing.
I mean, you do have to be a coach on the floor, you know, as a point guard. So, I mean, I guess that kind of naturally transitioned over as a head coach.
Yeah, it's you know, it has its adjustments, and I'm learning, you know, through it because I played on the highest level of the NBA. I played with some great talent, you know. So now it's different. I'm an NAIA coach, Fisk University, small school, great academic school, but I'm trying to change the basketball, you know, at the school, and hopefully I'll get it done, you know. But it's just great teaching them young men, being in the gym with them, and you know, getting it done. That's what I'm doing. I'm working on myself just like they're working on themselves. So it's a great thing.
Right. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, you being from New York City, I'm from New York City as well. And, you know, when you say New York City basketball, man, a lot of people think about, you know, me, myself, personally, I think about street ball. Now, the name Kenny Anderson is synonymous with New York City basketball, but not so much in terms of street ball. Did you stay away from the street ball for any particular reason? You know, some people say it's bad on your knees, or you know, or were you just kind of focused?
My mother and my coach, my mentor, all of them is like, yo, we're gonna work out, you're gonna play the game, you're gonna not play too many street ball games. You just can't do it because we got bigger things for you. And that's what I did. I listened to them. Right. So when they used to see me, I played when I could, you know, but I couldn't play every day on it.
Right,
street ball was a little different. They coddled me, man. They coddled me. I'm so thankful that they coddled me that I made it, you know, because I could have just went, like I said, I could have went left, but they coddled me. I didn't play a lot of street ball, but I played pickup. I played street ball, but it just was certain times that I could play it.
Like, did you have any specific street ball venues that you liked? Or
I played in the summer leagues, you know, with Riverside Church, Gauchos, you know, the round ball, Gauchos, Citywide, Elm Core, stuff in leagues like that. But I never just played free pickup ball in the park. I kind of stayed away. They kind of forced me to stay away from that.
Right, man. They needed you at least one time at that Rucker Park, man. At least once.
Those guys at Rucker Park was awesome, man. They was killers out there, man. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't play out there.
Who you think, if you were to name one person that didn't make the NBA, you know what I'm saying, that the best player to not make the league, in your opinion, who would it be?
Well, I don't know who not made it, but my favorite player of all time is Lloyd Daniels. He made the NBA after everything he's been through. He made the NBA. It's a miracle story, man. Somebody got to do his story because he made it. He played for San Antonio, New Jersey Nets, and some other teams. He made it, and he was 6'8", 6'10". He could do everything I could do, but he was bigger.
Sweet Pea,
he was awesome, man. That's like one of my favorite players.
I had actually interviewed Tom Konchowski, man. May God bless his soul, man. And Tom said that Sweet Pea Lloyd Daniels was the best player, period, regardless of position, class, anything that he's ever seen. And
he's about that right with me. He was just awesome.
And he said you were the best. He said you were the best point guard that he's ever seen.
Tom Chelsea, I love him. You know, rest in peace. But he's from my high school, so he got to talk good about me. That's fine.
That's what's up. So now, you know, as a you know, looking back on your career, everything that you've gone through in terms of you know, the accolades that you've achieved and things of that nature, what would you say is your what would you say is your proudest moment, you know, in general?
My proudest moment, I wish my mother was here to see it. I graduated college. I graduated from St. Thomas University. 2010, I graduated college. And I went to Georgia Tech, and I didn't get my degree, so I had to go to where I live, my family, in Pembroke Pines, Florida, near Miami. So I went to St. Thomas University, and I got my degree. 2010, I got my bachelor's, and I was able to coach. That's why I'm able to coach at the college level. But when I got my degree, I wanted my mother to be there. She was gone.
Right.
You know, it was tough. But I got my degree, so I felt so good, man. It was a good, I wish my coach was there, Jack Curran, my mother.
Yeah.
It was just an awesome day for me to get my degree.
God bless, man. I know how close you and your mom were.
Yeah.
And, God bless her soul.
Thank you.
Now, when you were growing up, you know what I'm saying, in Left Rack City or wherever, whatever stops you had taken, who was that guy that you always would play against, and maybe got the best of you out there? Like, was there anybody that you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I can't get over the hump with this guy, or a guy that you kind of looked up to in terms of playing ball?
I didn't look up to him, but you probably don't look 5'10" from the Bronx, Arnold Bernard.
Okay.
Arnold Bernard really could play the point guard position. He gave me fits, and he was a tough point guard, man. He played for the Gauchos a long time ago, and he just was tough. But I just played with, I played in my neighborhood. I played all over each borough I played, and he was one of those guards that he always gave me small. He was quick. He was tough. He was a great player, man. Arnold Bernard. I remember that.
Did you ever tell him? Did you ever express that?
He knows.
Oh man,
because he's from New York. He knows.
Yeah. Now I'm sure that's the talk at the dinner table. Sunday dinner, man. Oh, I used to go at Kenny.
Yeah. He was
that kind of
man.
stuff.
He was great. He was great. He's a great guy, man. Great point guard. Great guy. He played with the Gauchos, and he was awesome. Arnold Bernard. I remember the name.
Right. Now, you mentioned Jack Curran being your favorite coach all time, right?
Yeah.
Can you explain, like, why would you put him up on that pedestal in terms of being, your favorite coach that you've ever played for?
Because that's where it all started. That's
Right.
where it began for me. High school at Archbishop Malloy High School. Not just where it started. They gave me the infrastructure.
The foundation.
The infrastructure foundation to build on my game. Not only my game, he just made me a leader. He made me a leader. To run the team at an early age, I was able to, run the team somewhat. And he made me see different things. Not so much basketball, but in life. I went to Archbishop Malloy. I love all my teachers at Malloy. I loved them. They really helped me a great deal. Talking about my high school get me emotional, man. It's tough.
Right. Now I feel you, man.
Everybody is leaving me, man. But it's
we gotta hold it down, though, right? Like, what else we gonna do?
Yeah,
what else we gonna do, Chips?
Yeah, there was some great people at my height. They taught me. They taught me about life. And the basketball skills, I had it. But he just brought it out of me for my work ethic and things of that nature. Not only my work ethic on the court, but in the classroom.
Right.
And then around people. We just talked a lot. He was a great man.
Now I'm sure with the game of basketball, man, it teaches so much that so much stuff that you can't even learn in a classroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me personally, it teaches you leadership.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to work in a team. It teaches you, how to be, how to work hard and things of that nature. So, these things can't be taught in a classroom. You just got to go out and put in the work, and you did that.
I did that.
Now, in terms of you being a coach, right?
Yeah.
You being a head coach.
Yeah.
What kind of qualities you think make a great head coach? Like what different attributes makes a good coach?
I think organization, of our practice schedule and things of that nature, and team camaraderie. You got to get that. The team chemistry has to be tight, and you got to care. You got to care more than basketball. You got to care about the players that you coaching, and that's what I do. And I'm at a small school, so it's different. I'm learning a lot about coaching. Not about playing. I played on the top. I played high school, college, pro, all on top levels. So now I'm coaching these young men, and I'm learning about being prepared. We have to be prepared, and team chemistry is very important. to me because we had it at Malloy.
Right.
And I want the guys to understand when you know what you're practicing on, we could guys on your team, the leaders, could just do it. And
right.
I just got to stand and watch, really.
Right. You just want to get it to a point where it's a well-oiled machine.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at.
Right. Absolutely.
And, it's great.
Right. So moving, fast forwarding a bit, you're obviously you were well, just for, I just want to tell everybody out there that's watching this, man, if you we this interview is a much shorter kind of interview, but if you want to see the entire interview, please go check out my YouTube page. We were together maybe for about an hour and change, and we go through a much more much more in terms of the details and stuff like that. But I just wanted to get back on here to connect with you and see how you doing, man. Ask you a few questions. But in terms of fast forward and you being selected on number 2 to the Nets, and you made that all-star. You and Derek both made it that year. You probably should have been an all-star a couple more times if you ask me. But everything happens for a reason. But your most successful season, would you call that season that you were an all-star your most successful? On paper, or did you physically think it was your most successul, or did you feel like you played better in other seasons? They just made it just overlooked you.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I was young in the league, playing with New Jersey Nets. Was also played with Chuck Daly. He let me do my thing. Let me lead. I had to lead the team with Derek Coleman, Chris Morris. We had a great talented team. Stan Bowie. We had a bunch of guys, but it was just awesome in New Jersey. But we had to go against Michael Jordan. The Knicks was tough. The East was tough. Orlando, New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Chicago Bulls, and then it was us. So it was just a dogfight every night. It was awesome to compete on that level. And being the number 2 pick in the draft was an awesome night for me. My high school coach, Jack Kern, was there. It was just a great feeling.
Like, can you give me a quick rookie year story that maybe like Michael going against Michael Jordan for the first time?
I really didn't play my rookie year, and that kind of halted me.
Right.
Because I was in a contract dispute, just holding out. I didn't play, but then and I played with Mookie Blaylock. He was a great point guard, and then he didn't. And then the next year, Chuck Daly came in. They had to trade, one of us. They traded Mookie. And then they said, "Gave me the ball. You got to roll now." And it was big. It was a great decision on their part and make me, that focal point. And,
right. Absolutely.
It built me. Not only it built my character, and knowing that I had to hold much weight. And rest in peace, Drazen Petrovic playing with me. We had this awesome team, man. I think the Nets would have done something. First of all, we had 7 owners, and then it just Drazen Petrovic passed away, and that would hurt the whole organization.
Right.
If he was there, I don't know. It would have been much different.
Yeah, that was a big 3 right there. If you ask me,
buddy, we was balling too. So All-Star team, I made it in '94. Made the All-Star team. I started, but I thought I'd make it again. At least 2. I should have been on there at least 2, 3 times. At least 3 to 4 times I could have made the All-Star team. I should have made the All-Star team.
Right.
But it was just different. I thought Portland, for sure. Portland Trailblazers, I signed with a big deal with Portland. I love Portland. I had a great year.
Right.
I didn't make it. I didn't understand. We was the 4th best team in the West.
Some politics, man. NBA politics.
Yeah. So it was just strange. But everywhere I went, I performed. And then I went to Boston. And Boston, Portland, and New Jersey Nets, they get all my love. That was most of my I played, that was like 10, 13 years of my whole career, basically.
Right.
It was great playing in those organizations. Awesome.
Now you were a great player, right? So you know, just competing with other great players, like I mentioned a little while ago, like first getting on the court with with a Michael Jordan or playing against a Gary Payton that you've heard so much about, coming into the league, and you're a rookie, you're a young player. Did you ever get nervous at the prospect of playing against such respected players and legends and things of that nature? Did you ever get actors will call it stage fright? But in terms of you playing basketball, did you ever feel those nerves get the best of you playing against those big names?
Nah, I'm from New York, baby. I didn't get nervous. Boom, I was on it.
They got to play against you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I felt, and that's what I went out and I got done. I had a lot of confidence at an early age, man. about basketball, it wasn't really nothing. It was a game I loved,
right? And
I had to do my thing for me individually, and then for the fans, because they pay a pretty penny to come and watch me play, to perform. So I had to go out there and give it to them.
Right.
Some nights I did, some nights I didn't, but hey, I tried, and I went all forward.
No, absolutely, man. Now, you being a head coach at Fisk University, what would be the best piece of advice that you gained from your coaches, and kind of pass that down to your players now?
The best advice I had: just be patient. Be patient. Work extremely hard. And I say, because I'm dealing with student athletes, so work extremely hard in the classroom, and then work hard on the basketball court. All the other nightlife or whatever, you're in college now, you should concentrate on school and basketball. And then one day, Saturday or Sunday, maybe go out, whatever, hang out, but you really should be concentrating on getting tight with your tool, your craft, and that's to play basketball, go to school. So after, now don't put all your eggs in one basket, just concentrate on basketball. At this school, we can't. So we got to, teach these guys about life in general, getting a good job, having a good family, and moving on, But and that's what I want to give my team, when they come back, they say, hey, man, thank you. That's it. I just want to thank you that I taught them the right way.
Right.
And they helping me out also.
Somebody said, great show. Kenny Anderson was my idol coming up.
Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody in the world, especially those that, say that I'm their idol.
Right.
And I hope I got to do things right, the right way. The right way. And that's what I plan on doing. Absolutely,
man. We all rooting for you. I know I'm rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you need me, ain't much I can do from my end, but if you need me for anything, man, I'm here.
No, don't worry about it. I just care about you. It seems like you're a great brother. You're doing great things. So if I can help you, I'm on it. Don't even say nothing. We good.
All right, say less. My last question for you is now I know you heard about all of these leagues, popping up. I ain't gonna say no names of the brands and stuff, but now we got some young people in high school, cashing in on some big big time money, some big contracts. Some as young as 16 years old. And even now, college players are getting compensated for their likeness and their image. What do you feel about that, man? And do you think that's a positive or you think that's a negative for the game?
I got mixed emotions about it. When you give a young man an X amount of dollars, how hard is he gonna work? And that's the main thing. About getting to the NBA or basically getting to the NBA. How hard is he gonna work? After getting big money through endorsements and things of that nature. So I got it's 50-50. I understand it's rough times out here for everybody. You got to use your skill. That's to play basketball. But the endorsements, it's really, you got to just be careful, on on branding, you know, and that's the world. Everybody's on branding. I get it, but you know, I wasn't in that era.
Right.
I wasn't in that era. You know, you had to work hard for everything you earned. You had to be the best, and then you could sit and think about all the endorsements and things of that nature. So, but I understand, you know, a lot of young men have gotta make the money for this, and then the parents is hitting on them. You know, I get it.
Right.
It's that's a
It's
50-50 with me. I just don't understand it.
It is tough, man. It's you know, you gotta, like you just said, you wanna support the fam.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of kids, you know, they come from those impoverished areas, man.
No doubt about it. You gotta somehow get the money so you can take care of your family, but you cannot. You gotta keep working hard. You gotta keep working hard on your craft.
Right.
A lot of kids get the money and all that and just dead it. You don't want to do all the other stuff, but you got to concentrate what's making you the money, and that's playing basketball, and that's where you got to play football, playing soccer, playing baseball. That's what's going to enhance your endorsement. Who you are.
That's a fact. Somebody just said, shout out to Mr. Chiz, my first favorite player ever. I was an 11-year-old kid in Texas when I saw that move he put on Hurley in '91. I lost my mind. I had a yellow mouthpiece the whole week.
Yeah, everybody had the yellow mouth. I tell my team I had the yellow mouthpiece. You know, at Georgia Tech. You know, it was just awesome. It was just awesome, man. I appreciate all the fans that supported me throughout my years.
Yeah. Hey, man, we still supporting you. You know what I'm saying? We still holding you down right now, cheering you on, wishing you the best. You know what I'm saying? Wishing you all the success in the world. You know what I'm saying? Definitely want you to win, man. You know what I'm saying? And for the simple fact that you show so much admiration to me and to what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? That keeps me going. When I saw that you had checked into the live or whatever I was doing, I was like, oh man, like yo, I can't believe this.
Yeah, I'm always checking for you because I always want you to do well.
Appreciate that, man. I can't even tell you what that means to me personally. But yeah, man, that was it. I ain't want to have you on here too long. I know.
Yeah, I could talk to you all night.
I know. My son said he wanted to meet Kenny Anderson.
Oh yeah, when I come to New York. Next time I'm in New York, I'll meet your son.
My son is 4 years old, man.
I'm gonna meet him next time I come to New York.
All right, say less, man. But again, man, appreciate you for taking the time out of your schedule. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, again, man, anything I can do, you know, let me know and it'll be done. But definitely stay sucker free out there.
Yeah, you know it.
You know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes peeled and you know what I'm saying, and do what you do, man. You know what I'm saying? You was born to be great, man, and you just gotta live out that greatness, man. And you've done so far. You just gotta keep it going.
Yeah, thank you, man. And man, God bless you always, and I'm always there for you. Just call me, text me, let me know what's going on.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
there for you.
Yes, sir.
Always. And you got to take that Phoenix Sun hat off too.
Yo, this is just for the the colors and whatnot, Kenny. It ain't nothing. I bought this before they even was in the playoffs. I bought this hat about 5-6 years old, man.
Okay, great.
I got to get that Boston or Nets hat, man. Something like that.
Then you good. And I didn't watch the game, the playoffs. Boston played New Jersey last year in the playoffs, and I didn't watch that series.
Yo, do you check for anybody in the league now? Like, what kind of player do you think?
Irving, I love watching Kyrie Irving play the point guard position. He's great. Kevin Durant, I love the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah. Kevin Durant, James Harden. I watched Boston, Portland, and Brooklyn. When they come on, I try to watch them. Watch their games because they got great players. Damian Lillard's a great guard, man. He's awesome.
Nah, that's a fact. What do you think about LeBron, man? I think He got two more seasons. If he averaged 20, he gonna be the top. He gonna pass Kareem. I heard if he averaged.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Kareem got to get that. He should stay on there. But LeBron is a great player, man. But he's gonna get it. With no injuries, he's gonna get Kareem. He's gonna be the #1 player as far as scoring. But Kareem is a New York legend, man.
Right. Yeah.
Love to Kareem.
If you were
to Memorial, is awesome.
If you were to compare a current player to your skill set, who would it be?
A little Kyrie Irving.
I was thinking that too.
Chris Paul is nice also. So those two, they got little, things that I see with the handle, passing ability. But them guys can shoot the ball probably better than I shot it. But they're awesome point guards. Yeah,
no doubt, man. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I know we could be here all night talking about basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you do what you do with the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Again, salute, man. Appreciate you.
My man.
And we'll be in touch. I'll holler at you.
My man. All right. Peace.
All right, Chips.
All right.